Lots of tears and cheers at the dockyard in Halifax this morning as HMCS Toronto returned home from a 6-month deployment. The Canadian frigate was participating in Op Reassurance in central and eastern parts of Europe. Here's CTV's Suzette Beliveau.
Welcome home, Daddy.
Hundreds of family and friends lined the dock early this morning to welcome HMCS Toronto home after a 6-month deployment in Central and Eastern Europe.
Welcome home, Scott.
Excitement was building as loved ones watched the Canadian frigate sail closer to shore. More than 200 crew members were on board. Many have been away from home for nearly 200 days. And for some families, the timing couldn't be any better.
We've been busy growing another little human, so we've got 10 days to spare. He's just in time.
For many loved ones waiting here today, it was their first time experiencing a deployment.
It's been a long time coming. I think it's 197 days, but you know, you do it for love.
And love is just what these sailors were feeling as the ship docked and cheers erupted. A moment hundreds of families had been waiting several months for, especially leading seaman Nathan Durrett. He won the traditional first kiss off the ship. The sailor surprised Alexandra Levesque, his partner of 7 years, with a proposal.
Once he's home, everything's worth it. Just stick to it, stay strong, communicate, love, just encourage yourself.
HMCS Toronto was taking part in Operation Reassurance. The mission promotes security and stability as part of Canada's support to NATO assurance measures overseas. The ship's commanding officer says Toronto visited 9 countries and worked with 13 different nations while patrolling the Adriatic Sea, Mediterranean Sea, and the Black Sea.
The presence of the Russian fleet over there was challenging, obviously. They're putting pressure on NATO, but NATO is also putting pressure on them.
Captain Martin Fluette says Toronto will have a crew change before preparing to deploy overseas again next year. But for now, these sailors look forward to some rest and relaxation.
Because I actually am in the military as well. I deployed in November, and he deployed in January. We saw each other for 2 weeks, only in the past 8 months, so it's so great to be reunited finally.
A hero's welcome for the hundreds of crew members who sailed into Halifax today after being away from home for so long. Suzette Beliveau, CTV News, Halifax.